Backhoe Joe by Lori Alexander, and the illustrator, the person who drew the pictures, is Craig Cameron. Backhoe Joe. Let's see what this is about. Backhoe Joe.
Backhoe Joe? What's that?
Let's see what this is about. Nolan was collecting a few rocks when he heard a growl. There in the middle of the street, he saw a stray. So he was collecting rocks, and then he heard a noise.
It was a bird.
So he's collecting rocks. Look, he's collecting rocks, and then he heard a noise.
What did he hear?
Let's see what he hears. I don't know. Let's see what he hears.
Before he was connecting rock, and then he was
Backhoe. So look, he sees the backhoe.
Backhoe? Why does he have eyes? He's supposed to have no eyes. Or no nose.
Let's see what happens. Now they officially met. Let's see what happens. Nolan took a step closer. Beep, beep. The backhoe reversed into the bushes. Nolan had always wanted a pet backhoe, so he whistled. He called, "Here, big fella," but the backhoe wouldn't budge. The rocks in Nolan's backpack gave him an idea. So look, Nolan took a step closer. Beep, beep. So Nolan, the boy, is going closer to the backhoe, but the backhoe keeps going back.
Why?
I don't know, maybe the backhoe, he's nervous to see the boy. Maybe he's a little shy. Let's see. But the boy has an idea. Let's see what idea the boy has. Let's see what idea the boy has. So he's putting, yes, I see. He's taking the bags out of his bag and he's putting them on the ground. The tasty treats were scooped up in no time. Nolan gave the backhoe a pat behind the loader, which made his bucket wiggle like crazy. "I'll call you Joe." So he's calling him Joe. So look, the backhoe collected all the rocks that Nolan put on the ground for him. And now look. So look, the backhoe is collecting all the rocks that Nolan put on the ground for him. So now he said. So now our friend said, "I'll call you Joe." So the boy is gonna call him Joe. "Look what followed me home, Nolan. Look what followed me home," Nolan said. "I'm going to keep him. He won't be a bother." Joe buried his cone in the flower bed. Then he leaked all over the driveway. "See," Nolan said, "he likes it here." Mom and Dad weren't so true. "This is Backhoe. This backhoe isn't trained," Mom said. "I'm on it," Nolan replied. So look, the backhoe Joe is making a big mess in the house. And look, that's Nolan's mom and dad. And look, they're shocked. Look at their faces. They look very shocked and surprised. And look, the backhoe doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know how it is to live in a human house. So the backhoe doesn't know what to do. He's making a big mess everywhere. Look, there's a leak on the floor. Look, there's a comb in the mud. And look, it destroyed the flowers. Look, it destroyed the flowers. I don't think that's where a comb goes, right? No. Yeah, the comb's in the flowers. I don't think that's where the comb goes. Yeah, I don't think that's where the cone is supposed to go. Yeah, and look, he's destroying the flowers. The poor flowers are
Why
destroyed.
is Joe just looking at the mom and dad and the boy and
But look, the parents are very shocked. They don't know what to do. They're telling Joe that it's going to be a lot of work to keep the backhoe. Let's see what happens. He started with a few simple commands. Come. Joe revved at the mailman. Stay. Joe trended through Mr. Old Man's grass. Leave it. Joe budged in the garbage. So look, the backhoe is getting into so much trouble. And look, the boy is trying to tell him what to do. The boy is trying to train the backhoe. The boy is trying to train Joe, the backhoe. He's telling him, stay. He's telling him, come. But look, he's not staying. When he said, come, he ran after the mailman. And then when he said stay, he went into the Mr. Old Man's grass. So he went into Mr. Old Man's grass.
Mr. Old Man's grass?
And then look, and Joe dug into the garbage. He dug into the garbage. Look, he's digging into the garbage. Look. So he's not really listening right now, right?
Yeah. Maybe because he wanted to make a traction house. Maybe trying to make everything.
Nolan soon realized the problem. Joe had too much energy. When I have too much energy, Dad asks me to play catch. But Joe lost all the balls. When I have too much energy, Mom takes me to the park. But Joe hogged all the sand. So look, Nolan is playing baseball with Joe, but Joe lost all the balls. Look, Nolan is trying to look for all the balls. And then Nolan took him to the park. I see one over here, that's all I see. Oh, and one over here, I see 2 balls. So he lost 2 balls. And then they went to the park, but he was hogging all the sand.
He's not being a good boy. I'm not a boy. He's a what? I'm not a boy.
Nolan didn't know what to do. If he couldn't train Joe, Mom and Dad would never let him stay. He kicked at a rusty old fence. The gate creaked open. Joe sped inside. Nolan had found the perfect place for Joe to dig. So Nolan wants to keep Joe, but if Joe doesn't listen, Nolan would not be able to keep Joe. And then Nolan kicked at an old rusty old fence. Then the gate opened and Joe sped inside. Nolan found the perfect place for Joe to dig. So this is the city pool project delayed. So this is city pool project delayed. So the project's been delayed. So look, there's so much sand here. So now Nolan has a perfect idea. I think maybe Joe is gonna stay here and he's gonna dig up all the sand over here.
But what about Joe could get out of
Let's see. And dig, and dig. Joe even helped Nolan with his rock collection. So look, Joe is digging and digging and digging and digging and digging. Look, he's digging. Look at the big hole he made over here. Look, he made the big hole. Look, he's digging and digging and digging. Look at the big hole he made.
Look what he doing.
Yeah, he's digging and digging and digging.
What the boy is doing.
Mm-hmm.
He's fighting with the ball.
When it was time to go, Nolan took a deep breath and tried another command. Joe, home. I did it, Joe is trained. Nolan and Joe coasted from home for home together. So now Nolan is said to Joe home, and Joe listened. So now Nolan is saying that he trained Joe. So now he's trained. He's listening to everything Nolan is saying. And now they're going home. So now they're going home. But halfway there, Joe put on the brakes. This isn't our house, Joe. Make a left at the next. That's when Nolan spotted the flyer. Lost backhoe, please call. Reward. So he found the sign. Somebody lost Joe, and they're asking for him to be returned. I wonder if the boy's going to return him or if he's going to keep him.
He needs to turn him because he has to return him.
Because somebody lost him. Look, there's a sign here that says, lost backhoe, please call reward. So look, there's a flyer on the tree. There's a paper on the tree saying that he's lost.
He needs to go to the construction worker. I see him. I see him right there.
Yeah, he's here. It can't be you. You're a different yellow. Joe's bucket dropped. Nolan stared at the picture. He stared at Joe. They were a perfect match. Someone's missing you, Nolan whispered, and I think you miss them too. So look, the boy is sad because he wants to keep Joe. But he has to return Joe back to whoever the owner was.
Now he's just gonna throw
Yeah,
away.
but look, the boy feels sad.
Now he's like gonna throw away the paper.
Maybe, let's see.
Hey, Sonny, he will keep his this bunny.
Let's see.
Record again.
Nolan knew what he had to do. When Joe's owner arrived, Nolan wondered if he'd ever see his friend again. So look, Nolan returned Joe back to the owner.
That was him,
Yeah, so look.
worker man.
Yeah, so look. So Joe is returned back to his owner
Why?
because the boy is not the owner. Nolan is not the owner of Joe.
Why does he have to return?
Because that's not his.
That's somebody else. That's somebody else.
Luckily, Nolan has earned himself a generous award, a new hat, an exciting trip, and as many rocks as he could carry. But the best part of all was visiting Backhoe Joe at his house. So look, Nolan is going to visiting Joe at the construction site. So look, he's visiting Joe at the construction site.
But what are those?
Yeah, they're visiting each other at the construction site. And look, the boy is very happy, and so is Joe.
In the morning, he directs him.
Yeah, look, they're all both so happy.
What? They're all. Oh, I see.
they're both so happy to see each other.
And then walks to me
Such a responsible thing you did, Nolan's parents said proudly. We think you're ready for a pet of your very own. Then Nolan remembered how much work Joe was. Maybe I should get something that won't dig, something that will sit still and purr. How about... So his parents are like, he was very responsible returning Joe back, and now he's ready for a pet. So Nolan is going to get a pet, and I think he drew a picture of what pet he wants, and I think he wants a cat. I think he might want a cat.
No, maybe he can draw upside down, Joe. Why is it upside down? Maybe he can draw.
Yeah, because he's drawing it. He's drawing it.
Why is it upside down?
Not upside down.
Yes, it is.
Because he's drawing.
But it's upside down.
Facing him.
Flip it upside down. No, because he has.
Yeah. So I think he wants a cat. A cement mixer. Oh, I guess he didn't want a cat. He got a cement mixer. Look, his parents are like, oh no. Look at their faces. Look at all the cement that's everywhere. Look at the cement that's everywhere. Yeah, the cement is everywhere. The end.